Oh boy, another day, another eBay lot. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, sweet. We got tons of great games. Sonic Rush. Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Ooh, yeah. Oh my god. We got a Cooking Mama! Oh, this lot is just fantastic. You know, I wonder if the DS that came in it still works. Seems to be a little dusty. Whoa!
Greetings, human. I am the genie of the DS, and I am here to grant you 3 wishes.
Oh, sweet! What should I wish for? I could go world peace. I could wish for infinite power and money. You know what, actually? I've been hearing a lot lately about the 16-bit Disney games. Especially Aladdin. I hear that's a great game, but I've never gotten to play it because I don't own it. Oh, I know. Genie, I wish for the 16-bit version of Aladdin.
Really? That's your first wish? Well, if you say so, here it is.
I should have been more specific. Aladdin was an animated Disney movie released in 1992. In it, a poor street rat named Aladdin finds a mysterious lamp containing a magical genie that offers to grant him 3 wishes. Shenanigans ensue. This was a great classic Disney film, complete with a heartwarming story and tons of fun animation. The movie was a success both critically and commercially, and it made over $500 million at the box office worldwide. Because of this, game companies were practically foaming at the mouth to get the chance to adapt it into a best-selling video game. Now, when we start talking about Aladdin games, the first thing that usually comes to mind is the SNES game. This was made by Capcom, and is another entry into their series of fantastic Disney adaptations. But what not many people bring up, and what not many people even know, is that Capcom wasn't the only company of this era making Disney games. Today, we'll be talking about one of those other titles. This is Aladdin, not for the SNES, but rather for the Sega Genesis. Aladdin was developed by Virgin Games and released in November 1993, a little more than a year after the movie debuted. Nowadays, the only time I hear this game get brought up is when it's being compared to its SNES counterpart. I've always found this comparison to be a bit odd, though. Yes, they're based on the same movie, but these are 2 very different games. They have completely original gameplay, level designs, and soundtracks. Matter of fact, the only things that this game really shares with each other is that they're both platformers, and you can throw apples in both of them. By the way, did I miss the part in the movie that necessitated 2 different games from 2 different companies to both include the ability to throw apples? I mean, it's not like they could have copied each other. They didn't have time. These games released 10 days apart. Anyway, as someone that's never played the SNES version, I will be looking at this game purely due to its own merits, and not comparing it to that other version.
You know, you could just use your second wish to get the SNES version, right?
Yeah, but I'm actually having a good deal of fun with this version, so I think I'm just gonna keep playing it.
But there has to be something that you want. Infinite power, unimaginable riches, your own planet. Oh wait, I know. Why don't I use my powers to find you your soulmate?
Trust me, that's a dead end.
Oh, come on. There's someone out there for everyone. Don't you want to meet the person that's perfect for you?
Fine then. Fine. For my second wish then, Genie, I wish for you to find me my soulmate.
You got it, bud. A lifetime of eternal happiness with your perfect partner is coming right up.
On first impressions, this game seems pretty awesome. I really love all the animations in it. From the enemies to the game over screen, everything is just animated so beautifully. Also, the soundtrack in this game slaps! Many of the tracks are just straight up remakes of songs that appeared in the film. Prince Ali, Arabian Nights, Friend Like Me, they're all here, in addition to a variety of new songs created specifically for this game. The story of the game follows the movie pretty well, meaning you'll get to visit places such as Agrabah, the Cave of Wonders, Jafar's Palace, and more. In terms of gameplay, well, at first glance, the game looks pretty simple. Apart from moving, you can swing your sword, jump, and throw apples, and that's pretty much it. Now, you do need to collect apples before you can throw them, but I wouldn't worry too much about it considering they're everywhere. While the controls may be simple, it's the way the game has you use them that is anything but. Different enemies force you to act in different ways and come up with new strategies to defeat them. For instance, the knife throwers will cut your apples apart, making them useless, but if you have the right timing, you can use your sword to deflect their knives right back at them. Little details like this make the game feel varied and force you to strategize how to best approach each situation. I also love the nice little details and Easter eggs you can find in each level. It's really fun just playing through each area and finding etchings of other Disney characters or Sega references. There's so many details and extras in this game that I don't have time to cover all of them without making this video an hour long. Hey, you're back. How'd it go?
Well, not good. Turns out you were right.
Called it.
No, like, seriously, I checked everyone on the planet. There's literally no one for you out there.
Yep, I knew it.
Like, seriously, I even stopped time and inspected everyone. I must have been at it for like 1,000,000 years, but still, nothing.
Okay, Genie, I understand.
I even lowered the bar to just be a person that could tolerate you, but still, no matches.
We get the point, Genie.
God, I got so desperate. I even started looking at animals. Like literal monkeys locked up in cages. I was just so desperate. But there was still absolutely no one.
Okay, we get the freaking point!
Okay, it's just, oh my God, I have been alive for over 6 billion years. I have granted wishes for millions of people, and oh God, this has never happened. It's incredible.
Can I at least get my wish back?
No, you cannot.
That's not to say everything about this game is fantastic, though. The bosses in this game are really bland. There are very obvious strategies to defeat them, and sometimes you can actually beat them by just standing still and either swinging your sword over and over again, or just spamming apples. The levels themselves can also be pretty annoying. There are lots of leaps of faith, and many times there are enemies at the bottom that you can't avoid. Even when you aren't taking blind jumps, there's just some times where you can't avoid taking a hit. It's like a tax, and if you don't have enough health left to pay it, then you're screwed. Oh, and there's the Sultan's Dungeon level. Yeah, this is when things start getting really annoying. There are these disappearing platforms that you have to jump on, and that'd be fine, but the problem is, you can only land on them when the game feels like it. You can be dead center on a platform, and the game will still say, nope, screw you, go back to the bottom, do it all again! And the bats, the freaking bats, these things are tiny, and they move so fast! Forget using apples. You'd have a better shot at winning the lottery and immediately being struck by lightning than you would at hitting one of these with an apple! You need to use your sword. But these things come at all angles, and they're so fast that oftentimes you'll swing just a bit too early, or a bit too late, or in the wrong place. And to top it off, these are so small and darkly colored that they blend in with the background, so you can barely see them. Now, after the dungeon is the Cave of Wonders, and I just can't beat this level. There are so many bats. That's not even to mention the water. Doesn't matter how much HP you have going into it, the moment you touch it, you're dead. I have tried 1,000,000 times from 1,000,000 different angles, but I just can't do it. I just can't beat this level. And it's a shame too, because I looked up the remaining levels online, and they all looked pretty cool, but I just can't get to them. Okay, I think I'm done for now.
Sorry to hear you hated it that much.
No, I don't dislike it. As a matter of fact, I think during its first few levels, it's actually an amazing game. It's just, I got as far as I could get in it. And I definitely plan on going back to it later and revisiting it and beating the full game. It's just, for now, I think I'm gonna take a break before it gets frustrating instead of being fun.
That could be a good idea. And you know, if you want to try that other old Aladdin game, I could always get it for you as your third wish.
You know what? That actually sounds great. That'll be my final wish. And hey, Genie, thank you so much for all your help.
You got it. Here's your final wish. Goodbye!
Oh, that son of a